divided into sections. We have a cervical section, a thoracic section, lumbar section, and a sacral section. The spinal cord ends at L1, and then it continues on just as nerves afterwards. Where it does end, it makes this little cone shape, and this is the conus medullaris. And then if you look, there's one strand that goes down directly from the conus medullaris. This is actually an extension of the pia mater called the filum terminale, and it attaches to the coccyx as the vertebral column continues to grow, but the spinal cord does not. Zooming in here if you guys can, what we're looking at here is the start of the PNS, so the spinal nerve. The more off-white branch here is the anterior root, and the pinkish branch is the posterior root. The reason why it's pink is because it contains the dorsal or the posterior root ganglion. As we see these roots come off, they join together to form a spinal nerve. And then from the spinal nerve, if you look here, we have some branches leading to these other structures. Well, what this is the sympathetic trunk, and then these pink guys are the sympathetic ganglion. So you're driving in your car, okay, you get off, you're on your highway, and you have to pull over to make a phone call because we can't talk on our phones in California. So you take your exit called the ramus communicantes. You stop at the ganglion, which is your pit stop. You make a phone call to transfer some information, or there is a neuron synapse. And then you hop back on the road via another ramus communicantes and continue to where you're headed, which is your effector organ, your muscle, most likely. If you look closely, we have these little blue guys. These are your denticulate ligaments right here that help stabilize your spinal cord. And this is part of the pia mater. Moving up here, you see the cervical plexus. The branch that you're concerned with is the phrenic nerve. This is coming from C3, C4, C5, which keep you alive, and it innervates the diaphragm. Here's the brachial plexus here, and this gives rise to the axillary nerve, the median nerve, the ulnar nerve, the radial nerve, and the musculocutaneous nerve. Our thoracic region does not have any plexuses. It just gives rise to your anterior roots, which become your intercostal nerves. All these plexuses are from anterior ramuses, I should say. Excuse me, anterior rami. Down here, from the lumbar region, we see nerves extending down and creating the lumbar plexus. This big one right here is the femoral nerve, which will supply the anterior part of the thigh. From the sacral region, we follow some nerves down until we get to the sacral plexus down here. This big nerve is the sciatic nerve, and the sciatic nerve supplies the posterior thigh and the leg.